Hey guys, what's up? I'm finally back today with another Fluffle profile. This time I'm playing a few different cards. You can notice by the thumbnail I'm actually playing Orcust cards in this. I actually think that I actually tried it as a joke online and then realized pretty quickly that it was definitely just the right way to play this deck now. Um, yeah, it's just super like consistent, I think, and you're able to just go first, set up your Orcust combo, and then when they play, you stop them from killing you, and then on your next turn, you've just grinded enough advantage that you just kill them with the Fluffle engine. It's really cool, and obviously, still going second, you're just able to play Fluffles. So, yeah, it's super cool. We'll just get right into it. Three dog, that doesn't change. This card's the best normal summon you want. It just gets you started on everything. Uh, it even starts Orcust combo all by itself. It's a one card Orcust combo, which is pretty cool. Um, so we got three bear and three wings. Still hasn't changed. These are just the best cards you want to open together. Like you want to open bear and wings. That's just great. You draw two cards and you search the dog, and the dog gets you to everything else. So yeah, definitely three of all those. And then we play a few one-ups. We play the one cat for extending fusion combos. It's just very good at when you're just trying to go for game. One owl. It's a nice option when you need to get to poly, and it's very necessary when you're under cards like Imperial Order, because it does have the effect that you can pay 500 to conduct a fusion summon. So Imperial Order and a Tree of Beast and those kind of cards really get ruined by this. So one penguin. It's a great card, but doesn't really do anything outside of its fusion effect. Like its summoning from hand effect is pretty nice. It can start Orcust combo, but it's really just the fusion effect that you want. So you play the one. It's searchable. You really don't need the more. You really don't need more than one. And then one sheep. So the only reason you play this card is because you can search that dog and then special summon it, and then bang, nightmare combo. Edge imps, play 3 and 1. You still need to search this one, and it makes tiger, so of course you're going to play it. And this is just broken. It's just you always want to have this one. That's it for the Fluffle engine. For the Orcust cards, we play two nightmares. You have to play two because if you draw one, it's kind of awkward. Like you can't do the full nightmare combo. You can still discard it off Toy Vendor if you draw it, which is nice. I do like that. But yeah, it's just nice to have the other one in deck, so you can still do that combo. It's one skeleton, one harp. You just don't want to draw these. You can discard this off Toy Vendor, it's fine. And if you draw this, it just sucks. It's like the true brick. And then I'm playing one Gizmek. This is kind of what brings this all together. It seems kind of random, but it really does just like it surprises a lot of people when they don't think you have game and they just let you go into battle phase, and then you summon the Gizmek in the battle phase. It helps you play around Nibiru, where when they Nibiru you before the battle phase, and then you can maybe continue comboing off a little bit and then get enough damage on board so that Gizmek plus your damage on board is game. Yeah, very strong card, and able to be sent with Orcust Nightmare, obviously, so it's searchable. Three vendor. Yeah, it's just super spammable. Opening two is not bad because you can just discard the other one off the first one, and then you get to search dog, even if you miss. And if you miss and you hit like an Orcust card, well, there you go. Three patchwork because it's insane. One fusion because it's kind of awkward. It's like now that Master Rule forward, you really have to have a link in order to make this card like amazing. But it's by no means bad. Like you're still definitely gonna play it. And honestly, I've been thinking of cutting this. I don't search it very much, and I often side it out. In the more grindy builds I was playing, or just like the more like Fluffle focused builds I was playing, it was super important because you needed it to extend fusion combos a lot. But I don't know, it just doesn't come up enough anymore, and it's kind of a break when you draw it when you're not playing instant fusion, which I'm not. So yeah. And then I play Sky Striker cards because they help you Orcust combo. So 3 Engage, 2 Anchor, and 1 Hornet Drones. It's really easy to get 3 spells engraved in this deck. Like Foolish Goods for your Foolish Goods for Toy Vendor, Toy vendor effect, add bear discard for toy vendor, and then toy vendor discard the wings is immediately 3 spells. And if you draw into an engage or an anchor off that, that's just broken. Like you get to resolve engage for drones. You draw a card, activate drones, add back the engage, activate engage again, grab a widow anchor, steal their monster, Orcust combo off those two after you drew another card off this because you still had 3 spells engraved. It's just these cards are so good in this deck because you can just load up 3 spells so easily. Like I was saying, we do play Foolish Burial Goods. Very good card in this deck. It's literally Rhoda for Fluffle or an Edge Imp Sabers, so you're not going to not play it. But it is bricky, so you don't want to play it at 3, I think. Polymerization. Why would we play this, you ask? Well, because we have to. Unfortunately, this deck does not have its own polymerization. It should. I really think it should. But if there were one thing I would give this deck is its own polymerization. A card that treats itself as polymerization while it's in deck, and you can search it off of, so you can search it off of cards like Patchwork, but it does something like extra for your Fluffle, for your Fifer, Fluffles, or whatever. Like, this card is just so bad, right? So, yeah. 3 Call by the Grave. You are playing Orcust cards, so you do need that Mermaid to resolve. And then this is an extra interruption. If you don't use it on like a hand trap or something, you can at least keep it. So you can set it, and then like if they use a grave effect, then bam, you're in the clear. The 1 Orcust Crescendo. It's yeah. What else can I say about this card? It's amazing. So we're playing 2 Sabertooth. I really want to play 3, but extra deck space in this deck is so tight. Honestly, there's one card I'm considering cutting, but I don't think I would cut it for a second Sabertooth before I would cut it for something else. I'm playing 2 Kraken. Unfortunately, I realized this the other day. Kraken is water, so you actually can't summon them after you Orcust combo. So if you do play this deck in real life, just keep that in mind. You have to summon them first, and then do your Orcust combo. So yeah, just remember that. But other than that, Kraken is still Kraken, and Kraken plus Sabertooth is still exactly 8,000, which is just my favorite thing. I love it when people don't realize that and you just kill them. 1 Tiger. I mean, come on, man. You can't not play this card. No, this card is so dumb. Just destroy all their cards in the field, pretty much. I actually don't play any of the other fusions, but I have thought about it. Sheep helps you kill Sky Striker easier because that deck, like, the Ray Float is so annoying. Like, to be honest, because of kinda like you can never reliably kill them. So it's very obnoxious trying to play through that stuff. But yeah, sheep would help, but I don't know. It would take a lot of like resources to get sheep and enough for game. So I don't think it's worth. Oh, here, let me rearrange that. Here, the ulti one on top. Yeah, look at that. So yeah, 2 Galatea. You got to play 2 because you make the first one and then you make the second one all in the same combo. So you have to play 2, and then basically part of the Orcust engine is the 2 Nightmares. I thought about playing Cerberus, and honestly it came up once in the tournament, in one of the tournaments that I played in. Yeah, you only need Phoenix, really. Like, it doesn't come up that much. And then the 1 Dingirsu, he's just so good, and he just lets you grind forever, like with Skeleton and all that. So yeah, just nuts. Play 1 Kagari for our Hornet drones. No other Striker links, though. I cut the other ones just because I needed space. And this is the 1 card I think could be cut, but it's just so strong. When you're playing against decks like Orcust, the Orcust Mirror Match, or you're playing against Sky Striker too, I guess, but mostly the Orcust Mirror Match and Salamangreat. So against those decks, what you can do is you can Hida effect, take their Phoenix, and then a Nightmare combo off the Phoenix, and then keep this in the extra monster zone, so that way you can make this card right afterwards, and then they're dead. So it just helps you kill a lot of those more resilient, better decks that make Phoenix first, or make a Fire Link first, or something like that. Yeah, it's just a really good card. But again, it is cuttable. It's not necessary completely. It's just strategy. One Borreload because you do get stuck in this deck against weird monsters. Like maybe a Cosmo ship would give you trouble, or like I don't really know, but like Borreload is just so it's so nuts sometimes. You know, when you're just able to do the random stuff with it that makes it so good. It's Borreload. What can I say? One Beat Cop. I choose to play this over Psi Frame Lambda because it's a dark, so you can make it under Orcust combo, but that doesn't really come up. It's just kind of like, it just didn't really matter how much attack it had, I felt, anyway. Anyway, that's the deck. Oh, actually, hold on, side deck. I did play this at, let's see, they have 3 locals, over the course of me basically testing it all. I went through a few different builds, but this is the one I've settled on, like, as the best. But, I got first at one and second and then top 4 at the other one. So it was, I topped all of them, and I got first at the last one. So I think this deck is like super consistent, honestly. Like it's just very, very good. So I don't know how else to put it. My only losses for those days were I lost to a Sky Striker player, and then I lost to a Border Stun player of all things. Anyway, back to the deck profile. 3 Kaijus. I think Kaijus are one of the best things in this deck because it just like it beats decks that are really annoying, like Striker. Like, oh my god, this deck just cannot beat Striker. I swear to God. But anyway, yeah. So 3 Kaijus. I've honestly considered playing more and maybe Slumbers, but Slumbers pretty bad. I don't know. 3 Quick Play Sphere Mode. This card's just nuts, dude. Like, wow. Like, any combo deck, cited 3 of that. Anyway, 3 Lancia, any Orcust deck, or, like, mainly Orcust decks, but, like, really it's so good just generically this format. 3 Hatrunade, basically specifically for Sky Striker. You just want to kill them. You don't care if they keep the advantage of the cards, even if they get banished off multi-roll. So, yeah. And then 3 Evenly. You just need a card like this against Sky Striker, and also like the back row decks. It's even though you lose your battle phase, you can still grind them out later, and it's just super strong. It's evenly matched. What can I say? Anyway, that's it for the profile, guys. Thank you for watching. Bye.